Now, I'd like us to take some time together to tie together everything that I have been trying to share about how to heal your personal soul misery. If you remember back at the beginning, uh, I said that soul misery is when you don't know who you are and you don't know why you're here, or at least you have that kind of feeling and emotion swirling through you. And you might think, how does an adult not know who they are and not know why they are here? What does that really mean? In the case of soul misery, where it comes from is not knowing that we come into this world with a bundle of gifts and talents and abilities, a personality type, and even a purpose for being here, as well as a set of core values. In the literature, that bundle is called the true self or the original self. And it's thought that our creator, our higher power, is the one who puts that into us. It's like a spark of the divine exists in each person. To my amazement, when I have said this to people, most people say, yeah, that sounds right, or I've always kind of thought that there must be something like that going on. And my mental picture of that is that it's like all of humankind is a big jigsaw puzzle, and each of us is one little piece. And if we can know what our piece is to do in the puzzle, and you put it all together, and we do it all with integrity and humility and empathy for the rest of mankind, we wouldn't have any problems. And I know it sounds like very simplistic, but when you stop and think about it, if each of us knows what our gifts are and we use them for the good of ourselves and mankind and we put it all together, why wouldn't it be a better world? So the feeling of soul misery can come from just simply not really knowing what your gifts and your values, your personality and your purpose are. And for many people, that can give this feeling of really bleakness, grayness, or general upset within us. And that, I'd say for sure, was the source of my soul misery. And that's why I really wanted to, as I figured it out for myself, the different pieces that contributed, I wanted to write it into a book. And then I wanted to offer it as this audio recording in case any parts of what I went through would be of help to another fellow soul misery sufferer. So the opposite situation of soul misery has the term deep personal congruence, and that means when you're in deep personal congruence, what you do and who you are and who you're being and who you know yourself to be, all that is in alignment with your true self and all the different components of it that I have been telling you about. And when you're in deep personal congruence, the feeling is sort of like you're a tuning fork and you're vibrating with another tuning fork in perfect harmony. Or it's like a pattern lays over the original pattern. So I think of that as like a gingerbread boy, and then another gingerbread boy lies on top of that one, and it's in perfect alignment. The edges match up perfectly. And when you have experiences like that, when you get to do things in the world that really match your personality, you are in alignment with your values, um, where you feel that you're being used for the purpose that you were uniquely made, it gives you that feeling of like inner harmony, inner peace, kind of vibrating at the right frequency, something like that. But there's a feeling inside that you're right where you're supposed to be, doing what you're supposed to be doing, and it's the best feeling in the world. So I have been telling you about some important things that I wanted to share from my book, Healing Soul Misery. Um, and like another thing about it is that for myself, I found that there were 4 stages to healing soul misery. First one was awareness, where you came to see that things were way out of whack. Second one is alignment, where you start figuring out all the different pieces of the puzzle. Third one is authenticity, and that is where you start to let the world see you for who you are as you start to act and operate in the world more in line with who you are actually. And then the last one is arrival. So I hope you can see what I mean when I say, for me anyway, there's definitely a path from feeling gray and blah to spring green. And this path can be found, and you can work at it until you get to that place where more and more you feel in deep personal congruence. And I really, really hope and pray that what I have been sharing in the last hour and a half or so helps you onto that path and helps you to get closer and closer to being in deep personal congruence. May it be so.